All right, let's train your musical brain with some color. Now, if you have not watched the first video to this series, or you need to take a look where the playlist is, go ahead and click up here in the corner. And this card is going to have not only the playlist, but also a free download for a practice journal. My members enjoy a little bit of extra goodies at musicandguitarlessons.com, including flashcards for this lesson so that you can continue to drill your brain. Now, let's do a quick little recap of the last video and then drill it so that you can understand how to begin thinking through the musical alphabet using colors. And in the next lesson, we're going to start applying that directly to our fretboard, and it's going to be very, very useful. On the screen, you're going to see both variations of our chromatic scale, as well as some colors. So let's talk about the chromatic scale real quick. Just a reminder, A sharp, B flat, those will represent the same pitch. However, sometimes it's useful to use an A sharp, and sometimes it's useful to use a B flat, and we're going to get into that further along. Also, B and C, as well as E and F, are a half step apart, and each note to the next is a half step. If we bring our attention to the colors, each color to the next is not necessarily a half step. Some of these have some black dashes in between them. Those are also a half step. So each item to the next in both of these diagrams is equivalent to a half step. The very first rule that you need to understand for this brain training is that when you progress one color to the next, you are going to need to use the next note in the musical alphabet. So for example, if I were to put A in that white circle there, we would have B in the violet one. But not only would we need to have a B, but we would need to make sure that it is the B that is one whole step above A, because from the white circle we have A, a half step up to the black dash, and another half step up to the violet. So that would give us A to B. Next, this is where this becomes very important. We know that going from violet to blue is going to mean that we need to go B to C. But again, this is not just a half step. It is a whole step. So our choice is going to be C sharp or D flat. And of course, we need to use the C sharp because it's the next letter forward in the alphabet. Okay guys, here's how the brain training portion of this works. This is why this series is going to be awesome for you. I'm going to put a letter in the white circle there. You'll see D popping up right now. And what I want you to do is I want you to pause this video and write in the next ones. And of course, you don't need to have these colors on a piece of paper in front of you, but just write the letters in order for me. And when you do that, press play, and you'll see the timer go down from 3 to 1, and it will reveal the answer for you. Then we'll move on to the next question. So this is a great interactive YouTube quiz, free for all of you. My members get a little bit extra on the website, so don't forget to check out musicandguitarlessons.com. Here we go, D. Take a moment to check your answers. Next, let's use the letter E. Okay, next let's use the letter F. As you can see, in this one we needed a B flat instead of an A sharp from the blue to green there. Next, let's use the letter G. Next, let's use the letter B flat. Next, we'll use the letter B. Next is the letter A flat. Next, let's do A. Next, we're going to use C. Last but not least, D flat. I hope you had fun with this initial brain training session. In the next lesson, we're going to learn what the major and minor scales are, how you can visualize them with color, and actually find them on your fretboard. Then we're going to get into a lot of fun stuff like chords and reading music, and the colors are going to inform you on the music theory the entire way through. Now, if you're waiting for the next episode and just watching these as they come out, don't forget to take a little time to go to musicandguitarlessons.com/journal to download your free practice journal template. You're really going to thank yourself if you do. Also, don't forget to subscribe or check out the next video. Definitely do not forget to subscribe and like this video.